Today we are at the gator capital of the world, Gatorland in Orlando, Florida. Gatorland is home to more than 2,000 alligators. There are a wide variety of animal exhibits and there are numerous gator shows, including gator wrestling. Just a few years ago, we brought Vivian for the first time for our entire family. But Pierce was not yet born. And he's been watching the videos at home recently, and he's been begging us to take him to Gatorland. So it is his 3rd birthday today, and we've decided to bring him here to Gatorland, and we're gonna see how he responds.
Where are we? We're at the alligator station. We're at Gatorland. Gatorland.
Now we have learned that when we come to an animal park like this, that we should build our entire day around the show schedule, and thankfully they have a pretty convenient show schedule guide that we can follow along with. So we are going to try to head to each show and look at some of the exhibits along the way. And of course it's critical that we make enough time for the kids to be able to enjoy the playground. And I think that there's a train that they can ride on too. Right now we are on our way to up close encounters, and along the way we found the parrot.
Vivian's gonna use her money that she earned this week from her allowance to hold the snake. And she's really, really excited about that. Yay! You get a tail, buddy. Yes, scoop it up right there. And then your other hand under his tail right here. Your hand. Yep. You got him. And you put this hand under his tail right here. Grab it. Perfect. All right, guys. Nice big smiles up here. My camera. Say cheese. Look over here. You gotta sit down like that.
And we're checking out this exhibit here with all of the different snakes on the way to up close encounters.
The kids have been watching documentaries about snakes and reptiles on Disney Plus, and so they're so thrilled to see the real snakes. And of course the snakes are my favorite always, so I'm always happy.
Big snake.
Yeah, big snake. Whoa.
Dangerous.
That's very good. There's still one there, one there.
It is big.
It looks like a key.
We're gonna go see the albino alligators.
There's a baby white gator in this one.
It's breathing.
The white alligators are huge.
Yeah, they're moving.
He's weirdo. Oh, cute. They have a lot of white
Mommy, let's see. Let me see. Come here. Come here. This albino's moving. I can't
Because it's getting close to showtime, for now we're gonna pass by the aviary, but maybe we'll have some time to come back there and feed the birds a little later. There's another photo opportunity right here, but I think we're gonna pass by this one for now. And I had totally forgotten about the petting zoo.
Welcome to the Up Close Encounter Show. My name is Ben. This right here is Jesse. Everyone say hi, Jesse. Hi, Jesse. Open your eyes. You want to hold it? You want to hold it? No, we don't got it. Let's do it. All right, that's right. This is a Choco Golden Beach Tarantula. A very common spheler arachnid with them common legs. Hey, Alaina. All right, Alaina. Everyone say hi, Alaina. Hi, Alaina. Now, just to be safe, let's all say bye, Alaina. I'm kidding. We're going to do what Haley and Jesse were supposed to do, all right? Okay. We're going to open up this box. You're going to reach inside, grab whatever it is. I'll talk about it. Wait, Ben. On second thought, why don't we do a safety check? A safety check? Why? Because listen, I didn't know it was in my box. I don't know it's in your box, and she's got a kid right there. Does anyone know what this is? Not quite a python, folks. This is a cottonmouth, also known as a water moccasin.
one of the 6 species of venomous snakes you can find right here in the state of Florida.
More specifically, an eastern diamondback rattlesnake, the largest rattlesnake species in the world. What was used for? Loading. That's what we used to think.
All right, my friend, what's your name? Tracy, you have a very important job. You do have the end of the teeth. Don't squeeze too hard. Right, bye.
Hey, don't squeeze this in, okay? He might squirt.
Oh, that's gross. Does anyone know what they're holding?
Constrictor.
Python is close. This is actually a red-tailed boa constrictor, one of the largest species of snake in the world. It can grow anywhere from 8 to 13 feet.
Now we are on our way to head back to the entrance of the park where the Gator Jumparoo show is located. And on the way, we're gonna look at the Cuban crocodile. One of the big things here at Gatorland also is the zip line, but we won't be doing that today.
I totally would do the zip line if anybody would do it with me. Yeah, maybe Sissy will give you one. Hold on. You have to do it all the way, babe. You have to let it click.
All right, there you go. Is it okay if Pierce has the ones that fell?
There they are. They got him.
Where's the other one?
Vivian wanted to take some time to feed the fish, and it's only 25 cents anyway. And over on this side are some flamingos, which are always fun. Now this particular swamp behind me is one of my favorites because it has some of the largest gators on the Gatorland property. Just look at these guys, they're huge.
The most funny thing about all of this is all of the birds are standing on the alligators.
So funny, isn't it?
Vivian wanted to feed the flamingos next, so she bought some more food.
What, are they sleeping?
And welcome to Gatorland Jumparoo! What, you got a word? Okay.
So the Jumparoo show was a success, and I think one of the things that interests me in the show is that it's a little bit surprising how inaccurate the gators happen to be with their jumping. I think my assumption would be that they're just big, huge, mean killing machines and that they would immediately get the meat that's dangling above, but they actually miss sometimes. So that gives me a little hope that if ever I were dangling above a swamp, that they might not get me immediately. There's still one more show for us to check out, but first we're gonna head to lunch, and then Pierce has to take a nap, and then we're going to look at some of the other exhibits and go to the final show, which is my favorite. We just have to get a quick stamp on our hand, and then we're good to re-enter.
Happy birthday, Panchito. Happy birthday to you.
Yay! Vivian and I are heading back into the park.
Whoa!
While we were walking, we happened to notice this big fella behind us. He's the biggest one we've seen all day long. Vivian's got one major agenda while Pierce is taking his nap, and that is that she wants to play on the playground. There is also a splash pad area, but we did not bring a change of clothes for that today because we didn't think it was going to be warm enough for them to enjoy it. It's the end of January, and so it had a lot of potential to be cold. And our kids actually don't do too well with cold. The fascination with the playground was slightly short-lived. She has decided that we're gonna go head off and see some more animal exhibits.
Does have a top mouth.
This particular alligator behind us made the news back in August of 2023 when she was discovered missing her upper jaw. Someone rescued her and then brought her to Gatorland, and they've been caring for her ever since.
I found a whole group of alligators.
Yeah, little baby alligators.
I know, it's so cute.
Next up, Vivian wanted to head back over to where the petting zoo is located, and for $2.50 you can get a cone of food to feed all of the animals. This exhibit is a Florida bobcat. Vivian said she wants to pet him. I don't think that'd be a good idea. There's a rock tower. And for the record, there are actually restaurants available on property and several concession stands as well. But we chose to eat off property just because. The next section of the park to explore is the Swamp Walk. And I don't have my map with me, but I'm gonna have to trust my memory that I think that it forms a big loop and that we can explore the whole rest of the park by walking down the one boardwalk. Just shortly past the entrance, there's a big sign that warns you that this is a real swamp that's filled with plants and animals. And the warning is not to go off of the pathway and to be aware that if there are any snakes, that they are potentially venomous. And we learned about the venomous snakes in the show earlier, so it's probably a good application of the lessons that were learned in the programming. A nice thing about today is that the mosquitoes aren't too bad this time of year. Last time we were here was in the middle of the summer because I remember it being really, really hot and humid that day. And I don't remember much about the mosquitoes, but I assume there were probably a lot of them at that time. And especially if you were here in like the early morning hours or closer to park close, I bet it would be even worse. So maybe it would be wise to wear your mosquito spray at Gatorland. I, for one, really enjoy the Swamp Walk. It may be one of my favorite exhibits because it's just quiet. There weren't a lot of people out there. Nice, quiet walk in a peaceful, sort of natural environment. I'm for that. That's great. We got to take a moment to check the map to make sure that we get everything in. And this far, we've completed the whole what I would call boardwalk area where all the shows and exhibits are near one another, but there's a whole back side of the park that we haven't been to yet, and that's the part we want to go check out now. There are some additional animal exhibits that are scattered around this way too. So we first pass by the emus, and then there's a walkway that heads over the breeding marsh. Once we exited the breeding marsh walkway, there is the entrance for the train, which we're gonna hold off on now. We hope that we'll be able to take Pierce with us when we do that. So hopefully his nap will be over soon enough to allow him to ride the train and to watch the final show of the day. We found a fox exhibit, and now we're gonna head over and check out some crocodiles. Wow, we're so close to them. He's laying right up the side of the walkway. And then there's the monitor lizard exhibit. Next up are the Nile crocodiles. There are two Nile crocodiles in here. One of them is 1,000 pounds and the other one is 500 pounds. Well, I think that just about covers the crocodiles, and at this time it's snack time. So Vivian wants to sit down and take a little break. Since it is snack time and break time, we're gonna see if we can find a place to sit down and maybe have some ice cream or something. On the way, we realized that the aviary is open, so we're gonna stop here first.
Birthday boy has taken a nap successfully, so now we're gonna head back in and see if we can find Vivian and Dad. We're gonna play on the playground and hopefully ride the train.
We found Mommy and Pierce at the playground, and on the way, Vivian and I picked up some popcorn. So it's a perfect place to have a snack. And Vivian got a Gatorade. After some fun on the playground and some snacks, it's time to head off to the train. And after the train, if we have a little time, we might go back and do a couple of things, whatever Pierce wants to do. And then we'll finish up the day with the Gator Wrestling Show.
Now, folks, we are going to have a lot of fun on this tour, but before we do any of that, why don't we start off with everybody's list founders. Now, which is, of course, his wife, Pearl. Daddy, Dundee, and Morton are both huge crocodiles, folks, as you can see. They're about 15 feet long from tip to front. You know, they get about 17 feet. See, like this miniature folks, he's also the oldest member of Piney Woods, to show some respect.
Halfway through our train ride, it was time for us to take a stop and watch the alligator wrangling show.
Where are you going? Alright, we gotta take it up. Is that good for you guys? Yeah! Her environment. That's the two holes at the tip of her snout. Humans use to blink. Look, you can do one arm, boop, both arms, boop, backward, boop, forward, boop. Alright, before I do anything too crazy, I have a question for everybody. What do you think the most dangerous part of the alligator is? Shout it out. You guys, inside her mouth is anywhere between 72 to 84 razor-sharp teeth, all meant for ripping and tearing, not crushing and chewing like ours are. And the back of her throat's a pink flap of skin. It might be open, it might be closed. I ain't checking.
Since we got all those shows in and we got the train in, we're gonna let Pierce pick what we do for the rest of the day. At this point, we pretty much covered everything with Vivian, but it'll be interesting to see what Pierce decides for himself. Along the way, he told us that he wanted to do the petting zoo, so we're back here and he's feeding the goats right now.
Flat hand, flat hand.
Yeah, get flat in your hand. There you go. Good job, Bubba. That one must be the dominant one. Headbutting everybody.
What's the garden?
That means he's in charge. This one.
And Pierce's next request is to go back to the playground. No surprise there. And if you'd like to see the video about our last visit at Gatorland, click this video right here.